On page 34 of Channeling the Inner Fire, we're reminded that each one of us is to be an agent, an active agent for change and justice in the world. Light is often used to symbolize God, to symbolize wholeness of being, to symbolize holiness or faith. And we are called not only to walk in the light, but to be a light for others. If you think of the title of this course, Channeling the Inner Fire, and an example of that inner fire within us could be, on an evening in wintertime, a dark night, you're sitting in the kitchen, and for some reason you have to step outside into the backyard. And it's dark, it's very dark. And initially when you step outside, you cannot see anything, but your eyes gradually grow accustomed to the dark and you can see shapes and they become familiar the longer you're there. But you're still in the dark. And it's only when you walk back and step back into the light of the kitchen that you realize how dark it is outside. And while we can't light a candle here in the room, we can still, that's for safety reasons, we can remind ourselves every week that we each hold within us a spark of God's light. And as we gather, we acknowledge that the light within ourselves is God's light, that light which is within ourselves and within each other. Jesus spoke of himself as being the light of the world. And just as last week we entered into that light with the help of our imaginations, we'll do the same this evening. So as usual, sitting upright with your back straight, feet on the ground, hands resting gently on your lap, you're again invited to close your eyes, if that's comfortable for you, or to focus on the sacred space in front. So focusing on your breath now, become aware that you are taking in the breath of life as you inhale. Let that breath be filled with light. A light that travels down into your lungs, then circulates throughout your body. A light that brings warmth, healing, and wholeness to every part of your being. As you exhale, see too light being breathed out and bringing light and healing to the world around you and releasing you from any tension and anxiety that you may be holding on to. Take a few moments to do this. And now notice now how you feel sitting here this evening with your eyes closed. Perhaps you can see shapes in that darkness, but there's no need to be afraid. No need to be afraid of the shapes or of the darkness, because within that darkness and close by is the light of life. This inner flame you hold will not burn you. It will not hurt. This inner flame is here to bring light to your innermost being. This light is the light of Christ. See that light within yourself now. Picture it. How does it appear to be? Can you see the flame in the darkness? The flame that coaxes the darkness towards the light. Imagine now this inner flame growing and see the radiance coming out of you. See yourself aglow in the light. Can you allow this light to fill yourself, to fill the room, to go beyond these walls, to go out to those people you love and to those that perhaps you should love more, spreading out across the country and across the world? With your eyes still closed, how far can you send this light? And when we share our light, we are not extinguished or even diminished, because the light within us is the light of Christ. May you share your light with the world.